Friday Night Baseball from the Twin Cities. Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Detroit Tigers and the Minnesota Twins. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Number 58 gets the starting nod for the Twins. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, in this day and age where
leading
we're
off
all
tonight
into
for
numbers
Detroit,
and statistics, look at this whip.
Number 60.
1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Obradovich scoops it up. Throw on the first in time, one away. So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Danny, who stands out to you?
I'm looking forward to see what this guy can do in that 5-hole. He leads the team in the two most important power categories for me: home runs and RBIs. Driving in guys and being able to drive yourself in. He's an impressive hitter, and it should be fun watching him do his thing in this one.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Austin Meadows waits on deck. And we're just getting started here in Minneapolis. Another full count pitch on its way. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away. Next up for Detroit, Austin Meadows.
The right fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Meadows.
Bounces to the left side. He's got it. To second for 1. Well, one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Batting 4th.
Next for the Tigers, Javier Baez. As you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. The 0-1 delivery. And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2. Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that foot.
Fouled away. Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Ripped down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Well, the pitcher's got to respect that. Third baseman getting dirty right there, trying to save him some extra base.
Number 4.
In now, number 4. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Meadows over at second. Baez at first, 2 out in the inning. Ball and a strike. 2 balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time.
Now, meanwhile, this is going to be extra bases, and Ed may just get a couple of runners home. And a relay to the plate. And he's in there safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks of this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked. Drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs. And they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
Riley Green is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
This is the stuff that infuriates him. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
Rounded down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's going to fall for a base hit. He'll come home with it. And not in time as the run scored.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. 2-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, D-Roll, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a legitimate 2-strike approach. This is one of those players, and that's exactly what he did. Shortened his stroke a little bit, didn't try and do too much, and came through for the team.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
Jake Rogers would be next. Strike taken up in the zone. 3-2, full count.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
That ball's foul.
And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And this hops over the wall out there for a ground rule double. And maybe a tough break as that'll freeze the runner at third with 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch.
That's a ball.
And a ball 1-0.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach. But if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Now a ball lined to the left side.
No, foul ball.
Foul. Ready with the 1-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Spencer Turnbull, right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. And Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
Behind 0-2 now. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Back up the middle. It's in time. What a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard. Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so no surprise here that they're giving it another look, and they may decide to challenge the call on the field.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays, and looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard on the ground to short. The second for 1 on the first. Ernie may have said it's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers. 2 away. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Stan, who stands out?
He went 0 for 4 last game, and I just didn't like the way he went about it. It looked like they completely overpowered him, and that's not something we're used to seeing out of this guy. Hopefully, he'll be able to put that behind him.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Slider taken for a cold strike. 2-1. high in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So he's aboard here on the 2-out single, but overall this is one of the weaker offensive ball clubs around, at least in terms of team batting average. And that's not all that promising a number, as they find themselves just one spot off the bottom in the American League.
Ball inside.
4-1. Correa leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Swing and a miss for strike one.
This offense has been warned. If they didn't know already, now they do know. He's got his A-game fastball with him today.
Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a slider taken for a ball.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss, strike two. A runner on first with 2 away. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Green is there. And the inning is over. Striding into the box, Nick Matson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Second inning begins with a slider that misses here. It's 1-0. Now.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Bader has a play, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 60.
Riding in once again, number 60. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. No balls and a strike to count. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
That's a good job right there. You very rarely see pitchers double up.
Where they go
a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work. First pitch of the at-bat. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out.
That's late, ball 1.
Pitch outside the throw. Not going to get it as he strikes second. 1 out and a runner on second base. Big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
That's ball 2.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
The batter.
So we're runner in
The
scoring
right
position with 2 men
Austin
gone. And Austin Meadows will be the next
Nope.
to bat. And he lays off there 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first
that's
pitch in
out.
this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
2-0, here it is. Line drive to center field. Bader will get there, and he puts it away to retire. At the plate, Dan Robinson.
Leading off
He'll start
for
us
the
out
Twins.
here in the home half of the second.
catcher, Dan Robinson.
Plays
Ball,
off
that's out.
1-0.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
And the
Inside,
fastball
ball
runs a
2.
bit inside. He's down 2-0. Three and
3-0
now. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder has a beat on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting 6. The designated hitter.
Next will be the designated hitter, Sean
Obradovich.
Obradovich. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Way
Count is
outside.
1-2.
1-2. Lake making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Still 1-2. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Meadows has a beat on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting 7.
Set to get his
The
evening at the
center
plate started, Harrison Bader. And it's been a real
Bader.
struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. The pitch. Takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. Bader stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Bouncer to the left side. He's got to hurry, and the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit. Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their offense. They've been able to push across
Moving
3
on to
runs,
the book.
but
The
they've
book
also
shot.
made the opposition
Up
work
there.
extremely hard.
Bye.
He's thrown
Inside,
a lot of
ball 1.
pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
2 balls,
Look
no
out,
strikes.
2-0 now.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
Lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. So he's aboard again with his second hit of the game here in the top of the
Now
third.
batting,
And as you can see on the
number
graphic,
4.
his total for the year places him third best on this year's Tigers ball club.
Ball one, no
Trying to
strike.
jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball one. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And it's grounded foul. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2.
Out.
One there.
He's out.
First, and they get the double play. But boy, was he ever upended at second base.
The center fielder, Riley
Base is empty now after the double
Green.
play. And standing in the rookie outfielder, Riley Green. In there at the knees, strike 1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts.
Zero.
They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Ball one.
And he looks at a ball, 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Boy, it's
Count.
hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that.
Welcome back as the Twins look to get their bats going in the 3rd inning, and you can say they've really been trying to do that pretty much all year. Specifically, power has been nowhere to be found. They entered the day with the lowest slugging percentage and fewest home runs in the league, which has led to a lot of media criticism, especially locally. One player told me, "It's obviously a huge problem that we need to figure out as a group, but until we start driving the ball like we
Leading off
think we
for
can,
the
we need to
Twins,
find other ways to
the
score
left
runs and
fielder,
support our pitching
Alex
staff." We'll see if they can show
Healy.
some signs of improvement as time goes on, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. 0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a
count is
curveball
1
on
and
0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Healy retired, and there's one away.
Batting ninth, the first baseman.
Standing in, Colby Obradovich. As he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A ball and no strikes. Count even now at 1-1. Nobody on. Got him to swing on top of that one as this ball's dribbled out in front of the mound. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 1.
Ready for another chance. Darren Obradovich. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row. He's set down now as the side is retired. Down go the Twins. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
And he's got to build off that last AB. Battle. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
The catcher, number 34.
Standing in, Jake Rogers. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
That's the
Now,
ball.
fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Digging in to try it again. Nick Matson. He flew out in his last at bat. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting a shower.
Bullet to second base. A fine play, and that is leading off the inning.
Leading off.
They'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Good
curveball there, gets the swing and miss. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Nope, that's foul.
The 1-2. And another foul ball. Seared down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Heading out towards shallow right. Meadows has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1.
Now batting.
Ready now, Carlos Correa. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Is taken for ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. And that's the second out.
Now batting.
Now with a 4-hole hitter, number 22, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now. Is that? Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, number 60. Will look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced.
Now
it's been very difficult to rebound and quite frankly dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of the start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Pops this one up. Who in foul ground, but this will land untouched. And it's 2-1 to the Tigers' leadoff hitter. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Zach McHenry waits on deck. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Now
ready for another shot now. Zach McHenry. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2. You've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to keep it down.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Now
ready once again, Austin Meadows. Lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. In there, strike 1. McHenry, base runner at first with 1 out. Hit out towards second. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, decided. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this game. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles. As far too often, they've been swinging pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw the strikes.
The designated hitter.
All right, thanks, Heidi. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They're getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Here he comes again, 1-2. Ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins DH. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning.
The center fielder
Stepping in, Harrison Bader.
Harrison
Here's
Bader.
the first pitch to him. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for 1 out of zone for strike 1.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
Outside.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch until he proves he can lay off of it.
2 balls and a strike to count. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here. Stepping up now, Alex Healy. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it, the left fielder. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Minnesota. Still down 3-0. Here's Javier Baez. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
The shortstop, Javier Baez.
Here comes the first pitch. And here's a fastball from Hamels to begin the at-bat as he climbs ahead, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
Number 22 is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting, number 4.
First pitch on its way. And there's the fastball by Hamels, good for strike 1.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
Throw on to first, and Hamels has retired the first 2 in the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Digging in now,
Riley
Green.
Green.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball,
Too
that's
low,
down.
1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Nope,
Didn't
that's
miss
a ball.
by much there, but it's just a bit high.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in
got
a
3
good
balls
hitter's
and 2
counted,
strikes.
ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. But they lead. Now at the plate, Colby Obradovich. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Line drive to center field. Green has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first down.
Now back, second baseman.
Up next for Minnesota, Darren Obradovich. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
0-2, here it comes. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank. That guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Stepping in now, Tim Koo as he sends it on the ground to first.
The batter, number 4.
Digging in once again, Carlos Correa. He was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, Matt, you expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
The 0-1 on its way. And it's 1-1. Obradovich on second. Koo is over at first with 1 away. Two balls and a strike.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Left side, reined in. But the feed to the second baseman is a wide one. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that 4-4 throw.
Number 22.
Into the box, number 22. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. The slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up the throw. Now the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Here's a little chopper to the right side. Oh, and it keeps him up a bit. And the runner score from third to make this a 3-2 ball game.
The batter, the catcher.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout. It looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight.
Looking for the Tigers.
So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score. Throw over to first.
No, he's in there.
Float. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Squaring as the pitch is a ball. And no throw. In fact, as they'll just hang on to it. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit.
Around third and being waved on home. Safe at the plate. We are knotted at 3. Boy, there are big RBIs and big base hits, D-Roll, but none more than with 2 outs.
Now big 2-out knock right there.
Hitter.
Not only ties things up, but keeps the inning going as well.
Yeah, just a great approach right there by the batter. You never know when your number's going to be called. You always wanted to pass the baton to the next guy behind you. Take the donut off your bat and trust in the teammate behind you. That is a huge knock and keeps the line moving.
And this is ball 1. The 1-0. Gets him way off balance. Good curveball there.
1-1.
Both teams with 6 hits so far. This is flared out towards second. They'll go to Baez at second for the force, and that ends the inning. Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Torres. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Gleyber Torres.
First pitch coming, here it is.
No, that's
And that misses for ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. Pulled the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. And the throw is there to record the first down.
The catcher, number 34. Jake.
So stepping in, Jake Rogers. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Ball 1, no strike.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Ball and a strike.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his 2-seam. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go back to it.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Well, I'm surprised by the pitcher right there going to the well for a second straight fastball. He had to feel that that hitter was on the previous pitch.
Standing in now, Nick Matson, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position. Here's Hamels now on 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Number 60.
So back at the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, number 60. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far.
For the Twins, number 21.
So they'll go to the bullpen now. It'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Miller is known in part as a reliever with a fast factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations, which is kind of what you want out of a bullpen arm.
No doubt about it, Matty D. And I call a guy like this troubleshooters. Guys that you can bring into a game with runners in scoring position. They don't panic. They keep the game at a slow pace. And more importantly, they make good pitches to good hitters to get out of tough situations.
And that's in there. Base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only 1 away.
Second baseman, Zach McHenry.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
It's way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. Runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. Rogers at third. Matson at first. 1 gone. Good breaking ball there. Laid off for the second strike. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. On the ground to the right side. To second for 1. Onto the pitcher catching the first one. It's your textbook 3. And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. It was a walk in his last trip.
Harrison Bader.
And that's up and in for ball 1. Ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Looking at this, it's obvious. He should have hung onto it instead of going to the first. As it is, I think they'll score to get in an error, and he's in scoring position.
Count 1-0.
Ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
That's
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Three and 2 now. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Coming to the plate now, Colby Oberdavis.
The first baseman, Colby.
First pitch on its way.
0-1.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strike. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Now digging in and looking for more. Aaron Oberdavis. Looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Hit high and deep out to left. Going back is the left fielder, and he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead. So striding in, Austin Meadows. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Try and get something up and you can drive the base.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that will be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Changeup laid off down around the shins.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher. You have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
1-2. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2. 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Riding forward now, number 4. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Into the corner and slicing foul. Possible go-ahead runs on first and 1 away. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. You can see he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Now batting.
Digging in,
The center
Riley
fielder.
Green. That was a
Riley
nasty-looking
slider
Green.
that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options to go to. I really couldn't tell you. It's a flip of the coin as to what he's going to throw.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say.
Your
Jake
attention,
Marisnick
please.
will stick
This
around
game's
to take over
defensively
in right
for the
field.
Tigers. Now playing right field.
Coming to the plate now,
Number
Tim
18.
Koo. He'll start
Jake
things out here in a tie
Marisnick.
ball game. This one's down to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, nothing earth-shattering
The batter,
about this
number 4.
one. He just didn't finish the play and watches through the glove. And now they've got the leadoff on the board and no outs.
First pitch of the at-bat. In the dirt here. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Go-ahead runs the board here at first with nobody out. And there he goes towards second. Swing and a miss, strike three. The throw. He's there. Slipped in as he steals the back inside.
Now batting. Number 22.
The number 4 Minnesota hitter, number 22. His job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Digging in the switch hitter, Dan Robinson. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Time will be called here as
Now
looking
running at
important
second
go-ahead
base.
run at second base.
Number
They'll
25.
opt to go and get a little more
Byron.
speed out there. Ready, here's the first offering.
1-0.
Couple of curves down below the knees, 1-0.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
And he misses again, 2-0.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind the count, 2-0.
And that's into the outfield for a one-out hit. Long throw to third. No chance there. He'll make it to third safely.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings,
That's a big hit.
Especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching, when runs are at a premium, that's one that makes you feel really good about yourself.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. But it's off line, so the run will score.
The center fielder, number 12.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And in the bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. First pitch coming. Here it is. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Robinson is off first with 2 away. From the stretch. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Rogers has it, and that ends the inning. Byron Buxton is going to go ahead and stay in the ball game and play third now. Johan Duran takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Byron Buxton. Your
Royce
attention,
Lewis
please.
has come into
This
the ball game now
for
as
the
he
Twins.
takes over as the new third
Now playing
baseman.
center field, number 25.
Ninth
Byron
inning underway now as the
Buxton.
first pitch is
This
taken for a
game
cold
for the
strike.
Twins.
That
Now
pitch is
playing
in
third
triple
base.
digits.
Number
I think he
23.
had to take that one because I'm not even sure
Lewis.
he saw it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Ball
A
left
little bit off
outside.
the outside. It's 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2.
Okay.
A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Slow roller down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Fouled off. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. He can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. At the plate,
number 34.
Rogers. He singled his last time up.
Rogers.
And that's waved at and missed for strike one.
0-1's the count. That's a ball.
And there's ball one.
The count's 1-1.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And
Ball
there's a
back there.
fastball well off the plate inside. Bases are empty, one man out. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Stepping into the
Now
box,
batting,
Nick
the
Matson.
third baseman.
He needs to make
Nick
something happen. They're down to their
Matson.
final out here in the ninth.
Outside, that's a
And
ball.
a ball 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Well behind that fastball. It's a
One ball,
swinging
one
strike.
strike.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Ball, that's just out.
This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. Pulled toward right center field. Obradovich ranging into the outfield. And he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Man, the hitter must feel hopeless against that kind of gas. That final pitch was a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and this thing is over.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. The Minnesota Twins came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Andrew Miller gets the win in relief, his second of the year. Johan Duran closes the door for the save, his 12th of the season. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Welcome to your Saturday edition.